She would feed the prayer group every week. When we would give a seminar, she would always be the first one that we would write in a seminar's theme. Number 1, Tita Neneng, because she's more important than the speakers. Let the speakers not come, but Tita Neneng has to come because she's going to bring the food. Oh, we loved her so much. And I'll share with you something that I don't think I shared this before. I'm not sure. Maybe I did, but when I was 18 years old, she knew I was praying for something. She was like a second mother to me. Really. She came up to me after one prayer meeting and she said, Brother Bo, I have something for you. I know that you've been praying for a car, and I just don't want to pray that you have a car. I want to do something about it. And she opened my palm and she placed here in my hand a thick white envelope. I counted it was 50,000 pesos. When I was 18 years old, brothers and sisters, can you just imagine? When I was 18, 50,000 was 50,000. You know what I mean? It was the biggest cash I ever held in my life. I said, what is this, Tita Neneng? And she said, that's for your car. I'm praying that you have a car. I know you go from one prayer meeting to another, preaching here and there. You don't have a car. I want to give you a car. Buy a second-hand car. I could not do it. I went back to Tita Neneng. I said, Tita Neneng, I'm going to give this to the community. I think the community needs a community van, more than my personal car. And she said, I had no money whatsoever, and she would try to fill that up. And when community need, I remember one time, I was still a teenager. I don't know how old I was, 18, 19 years old. We had some full-time workers, and very few, but we had no money for the salaries of a particular month. It only happened once. I remember going to Tita Neneng and saying, Tita Neneng, I have a problem. Even before I explained anything, Tita Neneng got her checkbook and said, just this is for the Lord, this is for the ministry. She was that kind of a woman. We needed money for the property of the Light of Jesus community, where in Chicago Street, where the building is right now. I went to her. She's the first person I went to. I said, Tita Neneng, we need to buy a property for the community. And she said, okay. Got her check, gave me 100,000 pesos. At a time when 100,000 was 100,000, huge money. She gave it. And she was that kind of a woman. When she was 70 years old, 13 years ago, she had a massive heart attack and she died. She died for 1 minute. And she was revived because a doctor put a 50,000 peso pill somewhere beneath her tongue. I visited her in the hospital and I said, Tita Neneng, you revived, praise God! And Tita Neneng said, do you know why I was revived? Because I found out it was 50,000 pesos. Sayang naman. I mean, if it didn't work. But she was laughing, I was laughing. And then she shocked me. She was lying down in bed with the dextrose tube attached to her arm. She was still lying down in bed. She grabbed my arm. She said, this 70-year-old woman said, Brother Bo, I want to serve the Lord. I said, Tita Neneng, you've been serving the Lord all your life now, since I met you. You're serving so much. Tita Neneng said, no, I want to live in Anawim. I want to cook for the poor. And I said, sure, Tita Neneng, if that's what you want, be stronger. And she recuperated and she moved to Anawim, 5-hectare property where the poorest of the poor we take care. And she cooked for them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. During that time when she moved in with us, guess what? Anawim was not an easy life to live. It was a hard life, very hard life. We had no electricity. We had no running water. And I remember Tita Neneng had this huge house. She left that. She had an air-conditioned room. She left that. She had a brand new car. She left that. She even left her business. She asked her friend to take care of the business. And she lived among the poor. She chose a house to live in that house, sharing the same toilet with the old people that we picked up from the streets. She lived there for 13 long years, serving them, cooking for them every day. And my dear friends, people ask me sometimes, Brother Bo, who are the happiest people you've ever met in your life? And I can count a few of them in my hand. But number one that I would automatically think of is Tita Nene. Because I would go to Anawim and she'd be there and we'd have Batangas coffee together. And then she would laugh and laugh and then she'd tell me, Brother Bo, I'm so happy. I can die anytime. I'm so happy. What else can I look for? She would tell me. I'm serving the Lord. She gave not only her money, she gave her whole life to God. She really did. There was something else about Tita Neneng. I'm going to share this to you. Her definition of wealth was really people. When I visit Anawim, she would laugh and we would laugh and she'd be a happy person. But then somewhere along the way, we would just be alone, just the two of us. And when we would be alone, she would start to cry. She would start to cry. And she will say, Brother Bo, I feel so sad. And she would cry for someone else. She would never cry about, I have rayuma, I have pains. No. When she cries, it's about someone else. She'd say, Brother Bo, can we help this person? So maybe she'll mention one of the old people, or she'll mention a worker in Anawim, or she'll mention someone, a friend. She'll say, can you help this person? Can we help this person? And she'd cry because this person is suffering. And I'd say, yes, Tita Neneng, let's help her. Let's help him. The next time I visit, we'll talk, we'll laugh. And then when we're just the two of us, she'll start to cry again. And she'll mention another person's name. Brother Bo, can we help this other person? This person is suffering. This person has no food. Or this person, yes, Tita Neneng, let's help. Let's help. She would cry for other people. She always wanted to die in active duty, serving the Lord. Always wanted to do that. She would say that. I want to die with my boots on. That's what happened last Monday. Last Monday, she led worship for the whole of Anawim. And her last song that she chose was her favorite song. It's a song that I composed. Draw me now closer to thy throne. Take me near to receive thy mercy. Draw me deep into thy presence. Oh, lift my soul higher and higher. The song had a new meaning. Higher, draw my soul higher to thy throne, where I will rest. Oh, nearer, draw my soul nearer to thy throne, to love thee, O Lord. Draw me to love thee, O Lord. After that worship, this 83-year-old woman, she gave an orientation to the caregivers. And somewhere in the end of the orientation, she closed her eyes. She bowed her head. And she went to heaven. She went to heaven. I don't know about you, but I wanna die like that. I wanna die like that. Just that is the truly rich person. And it's not about money. It's about how much love you have in your heart.
Thank you so much for your monthly tithes and love offering to the Rigmo family, without which this broadcast won't be possible. We know that God will reward you abundantly for your generosity. God bless you.